Alright, so we're back in the second AM macro. The first AM macro, we did not get any setups, although price did pump in the direction we wanted to. It's just we never got a setup within the macro. So we are now in the second AM macro, currently having a little SMT, but ideally what I'd like to see is price come up here into this 4 hour, sweep either this relative equal highs or this London session ideally. If it can do that and then show me some sort of displacement to the downside, I'll be looking for some shorts. But holy Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? Did Trump just announce some news or something? Hold up, let me check. Let's check on Bloomberg what's going on. So, latest news. No, I do not see any news, although it might pop up in a second because it literally just happened. But that was a crazy liquidity sweep or move to the downside as soon as the macro opened. So, yeah. We'll see what is going on because that displacement was crazy. Holy Jesus. Tap back into this hourly. Still within this 5 minute fair value gap. I mean, yo, I am looking for sells, but there's no liquidity sweep for us to take these sells off because yes, there is a SMT here, but it's not a 15-minute liquidity sweep. As you can see, it's just a 15-minute random high. The liquidity sweep would be up here with these buy side, relative equal highs and these London highs as well. Jesus, what's going on? And yeah, we had a mad sweep to the downside, and hopefully now price can pump up to these relative equal highs and give us some sort of entry, because otherwise there's going to be no trade for today. I don't usually trade the PM session because it's just less probable. AM session is the best according to my back testing and also my mentor. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If we get this liquidity sweep at this high, then we get a nice displacement, market structure shift, fair value gap, nice unicorn model, then we'll be looking for some juicy shorts. But without that, we can't touch the chart. So we'll let price play out, and if we do see something, I'm gonna let you all know. But till then, I'll be sat here sitting on my hand waiting for something to pull through. So yeah. Well, song stuck in my head now. Scrolling through Instagram waiting for this macro to open and got a song stuck in my head. Absolute banger though. Can't even remember what it's called, but absolute track. Well, yeah. Go on, price. Let me see something good. Let me see a big move to the upside. Sweep out them highs. And let me get a displacement lower, bruh. I'm tired as fuck waiting for this market to show me something. Trump has been absolutely playing with this market lately, so yeah. I am looking at Bloomberg right now and I don't see any news that's been released by Mr. Trump. It is saying Trump issues new tariff rates, still open to negotiations, but that's from yesterday, I believe, so I'm not too stressed about that. Although that candle was huge. I think some big players entered the game. So yeah, we're most likely going to just dump now and leave us out with no entry, because that's just how market has been the past few days. I ain't complaining. I'm happy I can stick to my strat, unlike some people that just go off of their intuition and balls to the wall trade anything. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. Technically, you could have entered this for a sell here off of this tiny little fair value gap that we have right here, but like I said before, there was no liquidity sweep, and with these relative equal or even perfectly equal highs, it's unlikely that price is going to drop all the way to these lows without taking these out. Although possible, but unlikely. So we're going to wait for that to occur, see what happens, and yeah. Patience, 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 boys. No predictions, only reactions. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, let's see what's going on. We are still currently in that 5-minute fair value gap. We have not closed it, and it'll be a while before it does close, so I might as well mark it out. It's quite significant. Right here, we are back in this hourly fair value gap again, which should technically push price higher. But you never know. You never know. This SMT is a bit wish-washy as well, but since we had these highs sweep these highs, did it sweep these highs? Or is this another relative equal high? No, we've got another relative equal high on ES, so that gives us even more conviction to the upside. On both markets, so yeah, price should technically come up and sweep these out without no issue. But as you can see, we are currently dumping, so yeah, unlikely, very unlikely. If price does come down here to sweep these lows here, I probably will just leave the chart, because then there is zero liquidity for me to target, zero places for me to go. Although you could technically, if it takes this sell side liquidity right here, you could technically look for a buy up to these relative equal highs, but now since we are doing this market maker model to the downside, it's unlikely that it's going to go back up. Most likely going to sweep these highs here as well. And we also have Asian session lows right here that was swept. I didn't even notice. I need to make that thicker. Yeah, fuck it, we'll leave it. Jesus Christ, that market is absolutely dumping. Absolutely dumping. So yeah, Asian session got swept. Everything got swept. Damn. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. There's no way there's no news here. This had to be because of some news. I can't believe that market's just moving this volatile out of its own will. What's going on? I don't see any news on Bloomberg. We did just sweep the sell side liquidity, which is a 15-minute sell side liquidity, so theoretically you could look for buys. Much lower probability, although we do have this hourly right here, which is looking crazy. Look at that wick. Jesus. Yeah, buys are really improbable here. Although if we do get a nice model, entry model, I might consider it, seeing as though pretty much every checklist has been checked, or every box has been ticked even. Can we close this 5-minute yet? We have not, still got a minute left to close it. Let's see if it can leave it open, or is it going to close this fair value gap, because if the fair value gap, the 5-minute fair value gap stays open, I'm going to be extra bullish. But I doubt price is going to be able to get up there in 40 seconds. Although you never know. Look at that candle. Crazy looking candles. How much even is this? How many points? Yeah, 67 point move. Nearly 70 points move in a single candle. That is mad. That is usually what my take profit is at. 60 to 70 points. Risking about 30. So to say that just happened in one singular candle is pretty mad. Pretty mad. Looking back at it, you could have taken this mini fair value gap right here after it tapped in, but since we never got any actual liquidity sweep of these highs, I didn't take it because it didn't align with my strategy. So yeah, we've got another 20 minutes before the macro closes. If we don't get any bullish helps by then, I'm gonna call it quits for today with a no trade day, which isn't bad. No trade days are usually good because it shows that you can hold your capital, not FOMO into trades, and it's better than blasting off trades left, right and centre and ended losing them. So capital preservation is key. We did just have an internal sweep of liquidity, which is another box checked off. Now all we need is a market structure shift and a fair value gap to look for buys. Although this 5 minute did just get invalidated, so that's a bit bad. Plus we have about 5 minutes, 4 minutes even, until this 1 hour fair value gap gets closed, unless price manages to get up there in time, which is unlikely that it will. And once this 1 hour fair value gap gets closed, then all sort of buy models or anything to do with a buy is extremely improbable, as there's no more high time frame imbalances to play off of. So yeah, for my strat I need a high time frame imbalance, a 15-minute liquidity sweep, 1 minute displacement, market structure shift, preferably an internal liquidity sweep as well, and yeah, then you enter off of the FVG displacement candle after the market structure shift, targeting opposing liquidity. Pretty simple strategy. Only trade it within the macro, the AM macros, 9:45 to 10:15, and then 11:45 till 10:45 till 11:15. Those are the two macros that I tend to trade. And we'll see if we can get a nice market structure shift here above these highs right here. Boom, boom, boom. Market structure shift right there. Can we get it? Can we close it? If you close above there, it's gonna be juicy. So market is looking juicy right now. We have just pumped back into this hourly fair value gap, but with that big ass displacement, I don't think we're even gonna get a retracement into this fair value gap, are we? Put my limit buy in, but it's unlikely that this will even come down, unless it would be nice if it could just wait there for a minute, since the hourly's there and it's closing in a 1 minute. So the hourly candle closes in a minute and it's just pumped above the hourly fair value gap, which means it's going to stay open, which is exactly what we need. And then all we need from there is price to come back down and enter us in. But what I don't like is that it's just carrying on to pump. I really need to start considering taking these trades off of CISD. Because now you see, the problem is, since it's above this hourly fair value gap, it's about to create another 1 minute fair value gap. It's unlikely that we're even going to come down to this one to enter us in. So yeah, my entry should technically be here somewhere now, but the risk would be absolutely crazy if I do. So it's unlikely that I'll even enter this trade, because that is a 30-point stop loss. If we target these relatively equal highs at 1 to 2, but I don't know. I really don't know. Try it. We'll try it.
Order filled.
So we are in. Let's Stop loss below, risking 310. If we can manage to pump up to these highs, I'll take one lot, most of my positions off here. So be a limit sell. We'll do 4 here, and then the relative equal highs. Put one here. So yeah, let's see how this goes. We have entered the trade, risking about 300 buckles, targeting the opposing liquidity. First TP is about 50 handles, second TP about 70 handles. So yeah, let's see how it goes. It's looking pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. Price is absolutely pumping, so if we could target them relative equal highs, would be straight juice. Straight juice. 200 buckles up. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. See, the problem is I can't even trail my stops here because there's no low. There's no low that has been created, so very hard for me to trail stops. Although I am going to reduce risk to below here, just above this fair value gap below the original one. So now we are risking 20 handles, around 200 buckles. Not too shabby. I'm expecting price to just pump right up to the TP if it can, because what I'm seeing right now is good, but hesitation. I want to see a candle like I seen to the downside, but I want it to be to the upside. A big Drake candle, as they call it. Oh yeah, another thing is, if price does hit here on ES first, I will take 50% of my positions off, or most of my 90% of my position off at the high if ES manages to hit it. Now if we manage to come back down here and respect this fair value gap, I'll be very happy. Although I am considering maybe putting my risk back to where it was. Although, to be fair, I should probably leave it where it is. Since price, I don't think price should even come back down this low. We do have a 5-minute fair value gap here, which is not the best. I'm not gonna lie, it is definitely not the best. But with how bullish we are looking out of that move, I'm hoping we just smash straight through it. If this fair value gap holds, we're going to trade stops or trail stops up to the entry where we entered. And if we manage to break structure, that's when we trail the stops up. So every break of structure, I usually trail my stops up just to secure risk. And yeah, make sure I'm not getting a Drake candle to the downside when Trump just randomly announces some tariffs or some next BS. So easy, cool, calm, collected. If it pulls through, it pulls through. If it don't, it don't. 200 loss is minor. It really is minor. So I'm happy with this risk. I'm more than happy to lose it. So if we manage to push to the TP, it will be very nice. Very, very nice. Very good, very nice. But I mean, this fair value gap is currently holding, which I do like to see. I really do like to see that. I am considering though, maybe I take some off at this bearish fair value gap right here, because there is a chance price might come down and what's it called, sweep these highs from it. But then again, that's only how much? That's not even a 1-to-1, so 24 handles. It just doesn't seem viable or even a good thing to do, if I'm honest. Putting the stops up to this this high. We do have a 5 minute on ES, which we are currently pushing above. Hopefully it stays that way, carries on pushing as hard as it can. We have just tapped into it, so I am considering to decrease my risk now to where I entered, pretty much a risk-free trade right now. Yeah, happy to see this go. Let's go. Seeing nice displacements. We are definitely in the correct direction. It's just we'll see how market reacts. Come on, I want to just see a big displacement up past this 5 minute. Disrespect it if you can. Once we inverse it, then we are chilling. We are absolutely chilling. I should technically trail stops up into profit because we have broken structure and we have made a swing low. But since this 5 minute is there, we could potentially come down and sweep, manipulate these lows. So if we do that, then I'll be taken out where I don't want to be taken out. You know, it's how much profit is that? It's barely anything. Yeah, it's like 60 quid profit. So there's no need to even do that. Although it is looking like this 5 minute is going to hold and most likely going to push price down, which I don't want to see. We do have this another 1 minute bullish right here, which I hope holds. Bullish FEG right there. Put my stop is perfectly below the entry, which I'm happy about. Let's see this move up now. If this manages to break this high and invalidates this 5 minute, I will trail stops up to here into profit, or even to here into this profit. So let's just wait and see. Patience is key. Gotta keep an eye out on the S&P though, since it is moving kind of crazy. It might hit there first before Nasdaq does, so I will take my profits off as soon as ES hits them highs, since it would then be a SMT, and the SMT can cause price to just manipulate and dump real quick without you even noticing. So it is best off to just take your profits off when an SMT gets hit at the highs or at your TP. So see what this candle looks like. We are currently respecting this 1 minute, which I'm happy to see. But we're also respecting this 5 minute, so it's just a matter of time until price does what it want to do. I'd ideally want to see it pump up to them highs. But taking profits here would be pretty stupid because it's only 200 bucks. It's like I risked 300, so if I made 200 bucks on this, it would be kind of pointless even entering this trade, you know. Although profit is profit, you can't complain about profit, but if you do risk a certain amount, you should have a certain amount you're looking for, at least on TP, you know. So yeah, we'll see what this is looking like. It's not looking the best right now, I can't lie. It's looking like price is manipulating and still holding this 5 minute. Come on, pump it up, baby, pump it up. I might actually consider putting stops at break even now. Completely take the risk off the table, because we had 2 breaks of structures. So yeah, let's see. ES is currently moving higher. It's moving a lot higher, so as soon as that takes place, I'm gonna have to put that limit sell down. Make sure it goes down. But this 5 minute, man, this 5 minutes bloody old and it needs to fuck off. Disrespect this 5 minute, brother. You're playing that. I ain't got a time of day to be waiting here for you to be bobbing up and down like this. It is a risk-free trade, so whatever happens, happens. I'm happy with the outcome, but I would be a lot happier if it hit TP, you know, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, let's see what takes place. I need this breaker structure to happen above this 5 minute. Once we disrespect this 5 minute, then we are chilling. Chilling. Come on, Sean. I ain't got the time for this, broski. Alright, now I need to see a big pump. ES is moving really nice. ES is really nice. I'm pretty sure ES has already disrespected this 5 minute. Yeah, it's closed the 5 minute completely. So if we've disrespected it on ES, we should technically disrespect it on Nasdaq as well. So there's no reason to price it dumping right now. I don't know why. It should be pumping. Market is the market, you know, you can't really make it do anything that it don't want to do. Might have a small internal liquidity sweep here, and then I'd like to see it pump right back up. I'm considering pulling stops up even higher into profit of the $60, but then again, if a liquidity sweep does happen and then it reverses, I will be absolutely pissed. So yeah, I might keep it break even, to be fair, although I would like to make something on this trade. How much profit is that? $60 profit isn't really enough profit to be even caring about, to be fair. But it is looking like price is just gonna jump down and take a brother out. Yeah, I'll leave stops at break even, but for the off chance that it does reverse up after this mini liquidity sweep, although it is unlikely since this 5 minute is respecting. Do we have any 5 minute bullish fair value gaps? We do indeed, look. We have this little mini fair value gap, so yeah, that's a good thing we did not trail stops. We'll put stops back to break even. And we're seeing a nice reversal right now. If I could see price just pump up, would be ideal. Macro is about to close, so price is probably going to slow down a little bit. But yeah, I don't like the way ES is kind of looking. It's looking like it's respecting that high time frame 4 hour. Yeah, we could possibly tap into this 5 minute and continue up, which is most likely what's going to happen. I'm just hoping that price doesn't come down to sweep me out at the break even. I mean, we're still holding that 1 minute, which is crazy. And we've just closed it. Great. So yeah, now it is highly probable that we're going to get stopped out at break even, but it is what it is. Trade was valid. Setup was great. I should have probably taken some profits off at that 5 minute fair value gap, like I said. But what can you do? $200 profit isn't really worth even taking, if I'm honest. So we'll let the trade play out. Let's see what goes down. I don't even know how much this TP is going to be. if I'm technically, what here was 20 not so how many, this is 55, so do 25 lots is a stop loss of 255. So if we double that, it will be about a $500 take profit. So should be decent. Should be decent. We haven't tapped this 5 minute yet. I'm considering now we've tapped it. Is it going to reject it? Very possibly might. Move this, delete this. I can see the wicks clearly. Come on, I want to see a big rejection of this 5 minute now and a big pump up. If not, we're getting stopped out, break even, boys. And it's going to be a 0 win day for us, which can't really complain about, can you? Break even trade, always a good trade. Better than a losing one, isn't it? Always better than a losing one. So yeah, all we gotta do now is just wait for this to play out. I like that candle. That candle looks beautiful. All we need now is it to continue up, which it doesn't want to do. There we go. Keep up pushing. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Yeah, this is definitely hitting stop loss now. This is definitely hitting stop loss. That candle's looking way too strong for it not to hit stop loss. Although market is looking very volatile, and we do have a 1 minute market maker model to the downside, so everything is pointing at the fact that we are going to get swept out. So bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Cannot complain about this one. Perfect setup. The entry was a bit shit, I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit extended. Take profit is a bit far as well, but every box was ticked. We had sell side liquidity swept. We had a internal manipulation. We had 1 minute fair value gap. We had pretty much everything we needed to see for us to take a trade. So might just stop us out right here. Yeah, this is most likely gonna stop us out. Damn it. Oh, maybe if this reverses now, it's gonna be crazy. Nasdaq is moving crazy volatile though, I can't lie. Whoops. Compared to ES, I would like to kind of just put this here. It is 20 bucks. So losing 20 bucks ain't too bad. For the off chance that it might reverse, but very, very unlikely. Got 1 minute for this 5 minute to take place or gets closed. There we go. Oh my Jesus Christ. Still not stopped out.
Order filled.
There we go. Unlucky, guys. Break even trade. Cannot complain. We should have technically took profits at this fair value gap, but we didn't. And now watch price reverse right back up and hit a take profit. I guarantee it. Guarantee that's what's going to happen, because price is just a bitch like that. So it's going to be me for the day. A little loss of 20 bucks. Not too fussed about it, can't lie. I was hoping price would get up to here, but it never did. So unlucky one, guys, unlucky. Although now this, I'm guaranteeing this is going to hit take profit now. It's going to piss me off, but yeah, I'm going to call it there for today. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Look at this candle now. I guarantee it's going to push so hard.